Hello, thank you for joining me for this tutorial about how to install a Kali Linux virtual machine on a Windows computer. You'll hear me reference a virtual machine as a VM throughout most of the rest of this video. You'll also hear me reference the VirtualBox hypervisor. Just so you're aware of what that means, a hypervisor is just a piece of software that allows you to run another operating system on your computer. The reason why I'm using VirtualBox for this tutorial is because it's free for personal use and it's very easy to use. There's many other hypervisors that are also available. All of the software that I'm instructing you to download during this video is free for personal use, and therefore there's no licensing agreements or anything for you to worry about. Kali Linux is a Linux distribution that contains industry-specific modifications as well as hundreds of tools that are targeted towards various information security tasks. They're used for penetration testing and computer forensics, security research, and more. Anybody pursuing a degree in information security, and most people pursuing a degree in information technology, would benefit from some basic knowledge about how to use both Linux as well as many of the tools that are included with Kali Linux. Many other people will also be interested in learning a few things about Linux, and because this process is very quick and easy, if you're one of those people, now is a great time to give it a try. All that you'll need to be able to complete this task is a Windows 10 or 11 computer with about 50 gigabytes of free space and at least 4 gigabytes of memory and an internet connection. The main points that I'll be covering in this video are verifying that your computer has enough memory and hard drive space, downloading and installing 7-zip on your computer, downloading and installing the VirtualBox hypervisor and extension pack and installing them on your computer, and downloading the Kali Linux pre-built virtual machine, adding that to your installation of VirtualBox. And then I'll show you how to configure some of the basic features of VirtualBox. And then we'll launch and log into the newly installed Kali Linux virtual machine, and I'll show you how to change the password, which is very important for those information security folks. I do want to mention that there's a slim but always present chance that installing any software in a computer could potentially cause an unexpected and possibly even unrecoverable problem. I also want to mention that it's not very likely for that to occur, but it is always possible that there could be some unexpected problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is check the system requirements on our computer. So I'm just going to press Windows key and E. That's going to bring up the Windows Explorer. And from there, I can go ahead and click on this PC and take a look at how much hard drive space I have. And there I see that I have 102 gigabytes free, which is plenty of hard drive space. So I'm going to go ahead and just close that down. And then I'm going to bring up the Task Manager to check the memory. And I'm going to do that with Control-Shift-Escape. Once that opens up, I can just click on the More Details. You may already open to the More Details section. If you do, just click on the Performance tab. And there I can see my total amount of memory is 23.7 gigabytes. And I can see the free space right here is 19.2. So I have 19.2 gigabytes of free memory, which is plenty. Like I said, you want to make sure you have at least 4, but the more that you have, the better off you are. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. And then we're going to go on to downloading the software on the computer. We'll start with the 7-zip application, and I will leave a link to all of these downloads in the description of the video. I'm just going to open up my browser here, though, and I'm just going to type in download 7-zip. Then I can click on the first link there for 7-zip.org. And the very first download is the 64-bit version, and just click download there. That's going to download really quickly. And now that it's done, I can just click on it to open up that download. And I'm going to click on yes when it asks me if I want to allow this to make changes to my device. And then I can just click on install and close, and we're done there. And then the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and just download the pre-built virtual machine. That's going to take a little while, and so while it's downloading, we can go ahead and download and install VirtualBox. So to download Kali Linux, I'm just going to type in download Kali Linux. Then I can click on the Get Kali link. And then under virtual machines, just click on recommended, pre-built virtual machines page. You click on the download button next to VirtualBox. Go ahead and get that downloading. Like I said, that's going to take a little while to download. And while that's downloading, I'm going to go ahead and get started on VirtualBox. So I'm just going to type in download VirtualBox. And then click on the downloads for Oracle VM VirtualBox. And there, just click on Windows Host. And that'll start that download. That's going to take maybe 30 seconds or so to download. Or much less. And once that's done, I can just click on that to begin that installation. Once again, I'll click on yes when it asks if I want to allow that to make changes to my computer. And then I'm just going to choose all the default installation options. Just keep on clicking on next, yes, yes, install. Once this is done installing, we're going to go ahead and install the VirtualBox extension pack, which I can still see that link right behind here where it says VirtualBox extension pack here, all supported platforms. I will wait until this is done installing. Awesome, there it is. And when I click on finish here and it says start Oracle VM VirtualBox, it'll go ahead and start up the application for me. And there's the application. And so now if I just go back to my VirtualBox page, I can click on the All Supported Platforms link under Extension Pack. That will download the extension pack. And now that that's done, if I just click on that link, it will tell me I'm about ready to install the VirtualBox extension pack. And I just click on install. And on the license agreement, you have to scroll to the very bottom of this and click I agree. And once again, the license agreement says that it's free for personal use, which is what we're using it for as well. There we go. And then I just need to wait for the installation to complete or the download to complete. And so I'm going to pause the video until that's done. Okay, and we're back. And so the download's complete, so I'm just going to click on the link there. And then I can see the Kali Linux VirtualBox here. And if I click on the show in folder, that's going to open it up so I can see the file inside the folder. And there's the 7Z file. And I'm just going to right click on that, point to 7-zip. Then I'm going to click on extract to Kali Linux 2023.3 VirtualBox. I'm going to click on the one with the slash at the end. And what that's going to do is extract it to a folder by that same name. And you see that folder pop up right there. And that's going to take a few minutes to extract. And so I'm going to pause the video while that's extracting. All right, that is just about done extracting. It looks like it's taken about almost 7 minutes on my computer. They did pack in over 13 gigs into that 3 gig file, so that's the reason why it does take so long. All right, once it's done, then I'll see that that folder has been created in my downloads folder that contains the extracted files. So I can just close that window, and I'm done in the browser as well, so I'm just going to close that. All right, and then now back to my virtual machine manager. I can go ahead and click on machine and then click on add. Then I'm just going to go to my downloads folder and then select the VBox file there. That will add it right on in there. And then, like I said, I'll show you how to configure some of the options. So if you right click on that and click on settings, you'll see lots of different tabs. Feel free to look around inside of there. You can configure a lot of different things for this virtual machine. But if you click on system, that's where you can configure the amount of memory. And it shows you how much memory you have available that you could allot to this. But for most tasks, the 2 GB of memory that it comes pre-allotted will probably be okay. But if you start doing some more advanced stuff, this is where you'll want to change that if you need to add more memory to your virtual machine. So I'm just going to click OK there. And I can go ahead and click on Start. And we're going to power up this virtual machine. And while that's powering up, I'll just mention that the default username and password for your new Kali Linux virtual machine is just Kali and Kali, all lowercase for the username, and for the password are both Kali, K-A-L-I. And then the extension pack information window is right here at the notification center. You can just click on that notification right there, and that'll make it go away. And if you want to run your virtual machine in full screen mode, you can click on View, and then you can click on Full Screen. Also, see how it says Host F? The host key is going to be your right control key. And you can see that down here in the lower right-hand corner that it says right control. So that's your host key. So if you were to click on full screen mode, it'll warn you that in order to get out of full screen mode that you're going to have to press Host F again. So I can go ahead and click on switch. And then, like I said, the username is Kali, password is Kali. I'm going to click on that information there. So we're in full screen mode here. And again, if I want to get out of there, I'm going to press that right control plus the letter F. That'll get me back out. And then I can do that right control F again if I want to get back into full screen mode. All right, and then like I promised, we'll go ahead and show you how to change the default username password. So you just open up your terminal here. You type in PASSWD, enter, then it'll tell you it's changing the password for Kali. Current password is Kali, and new password is, there we go. And now I've changed the password for my installation. And there you have it. That concludes our video. I hope you enjoyed the material that we covered. What we did is we checked the system requirements on the computer and downloaded and installed 7-zip, the VirtualBox hypervisor, and the extension packs. We did the Kali Linux pre-built virtual machine. We downloaded it, excuse me, and we attached it to VirtualBox. And we learned how to change the memory for those that might want to do that. And then we showed you how to launch and log into your new Kali Linux virtual machine and change the password. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments, and I'll try to get back to you with an answer or point you in the direction of a resource that you can use for troubleshooting. Once again, I appreciate your time, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.